Welcome back at the gallery talk straight from the Stedelijk Museum Amsterdam here tonight from the exposition Dream Out Loud. Marcia and Nolte, welcome. You're one of the artists behind We Make Carpets.
Yes.
You are with the 3 persons working on the project.
Yes, that's correct. Together with Bob Waardenburg and Stijn van der Vleuten.
Yeah. When did it all started?
7 years ago, at the Dutch Design Week in Eindhoven, we presented the exhibition, and one of the objects we made there was a sort of installation which looked like a carpet.
Yeah. And it all started on the ground, not on the wall.
Yes, exactly. Most of our installations are on the floor, like a carpet. Usually is. Yeah. And but later, we are developing in what other possibilities there are, and there is also possible to make a carpet on the wall, for example.
And can you explain a little bit to the viewers at home, how do you work exactly? How does it all begin? Is there a structure already being thought out, or is this a step-by-step approach?
Yeah, exactly. It's a step-by-step approach. We first choose the material we want to use. It usually is quite cheap material which surround us, which you can find in your kitchen drawer, for example. And then there's no pattern or design in the beginning. So, oh yes.
Oh, okay, we will stand a little more close to each other, then you have a better view at home. Okay, so you say close to the... Okay, yeah, well, we'll have a look at them, but I think it's important that people understand the way you work. So there's no pattern in advance, you start working a little bit more step by step. Yes. And who's sort of deciding the structure, the process? How does it work?
That depends on who wants to start, and we always start in the middle, and from there the pattern develops. Yes, there's only just like the size of the installation, or and a grid to go as straight as possible.
Yeah, because I understand that you also make very big installations, sometimes really in the land. With all sort of objects.
Yeah, one of the first installation was made out of bricks, and it was 30 by 18 meters. And 2-3 years ago we made an installation of 500 square meters with folded paper. Yes.
Well, let's have a look at the carpets here. These are wall carpets. When did this process start, from the floor to the wall?
Well, in this case, there was an other sort of question, because we made these installations for the room on the roof residents, for the Bijenkorf warehouse. Yeah. And we were asked to do residence in the little tower on top of the Bijenkorf. And what you said, usually we make very large installation, and this time we had a very small space. So
shall we have a look? Let's come a little bit closer. Maybe you start a little bit to talk about the chosen material.
Yeah, we had 4 windows for the Bijenkorf. We could make
big shop windows.
Yeah, shopping windows, and we wanted to choose some sort of group of materials. So we chose all materials which you use in your cocktail, in your drinks, and for example, this is the cocktail stirrer.
The cocktail stirrer. You can see it's been produced in many different colors.
Yeah, and that's so nice about it. You never know in what colors they come, and because a lot of people say, yeah, and you choose so beautiful colors, but that's not chosen. That is
how they are produced.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's interesting that this is also something about production, you know, and consumption.
A lot of people ask me as a curator, are they used or are they just brand new out of the package?
Oh yeah, they're brand new. Yeah.
So it's not about recycling. It's not about understanding the fact that we live in a plastic age or something.
No, it's not about recycling, but it's maybe interesting to see that when you put these materials in big amounts, people get questions about their consumption
pattern,
society.
their own
Yeah.
consumption
Yeah,
society.
exactly. Yeah.
As a child, the best thing you can happen is that you have an ice cream with this sort of element on it.
Yeah. Really happy, isn't it?
On the other hand, it's also a sort of reminiscence of youth, of a good memory of youth.
Could be. Yeah. That's maybe for you. I never heard that before, actually, but that's nice. Yeah, or holiday, or I don't know. Yeah.
Again, let's have a quite close look, because in this case, you have chosen to bring them very closely together to make a pattern out of it.
Yeah. Well, the object itself is actually quite small, so you have to make it quite close to each other to get a volume. Yeah.
To me, it's quite ironic that we show a film of the work of Boyan Slat, who wants to get the plastic soup out of the ocean,
Yeah.
and that you sort of reflect with this mass plastic society we live in.
Yeah. 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 You ask us to be presented with this work, and immediately we thought, yes, you understand what our work is or what it can be, because it is something that people label on our work, like during time, not necessarily in the beginning that we started thinking, oh, we want to make the people aware of the consumption society, or that we throw things away, but during time these labels came on our work, and I think I can agree with it, so it's not bad.
One of my favorites is this one. Also, I think it's nice to have a close look with the small Chinese umbrellas we all know from ice creams as
Yeah.
well. This, of course, is, I think, almost recycling in recycling, because when you open those umbrellas, you see there's old Chinese newspapers being used. Have you ever noticed?
Well, not necessarily that, but when we make the installation, we could always, we always have like a zoom in of the production or how it could be made, and then sometimes, it's a bit crude maybe, but sometimes you find some Chinese hairs in between, but you also see like the stamps, or the designs on the paper. Yeah, they are different. They're not so. They're quite different, actually.
So interesting enough, if you really zoom in, close in to what you are doing, you also get much more to understand about the differences. It seems to be industrial, but there are small differences as well.
Yes, exactly. We always have that, and I told you about that. We are making this grid to keep as straight as possible. Right. But if you're working, for example, with matches or paper clips, you think there's always a miscount in the end. Like, but you,
the beauty of imperfection.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And I think our name is We Make Carpets, and I think we also sometimes try to that it looks like a bit like textile, and then when this has this vibration or this imperfections, I think that's comes more close to textile.
Yeah, that's well put. But indeed, if you look at textiles closely, you see always small imperfections because of the weaving and the fact that sometimes it's been pushed a little bit harder or getting loose a little bit more.
Yes, exactly. So it's handmade.
Okay. Another question, Oh yeah, have you counted the amount?
Now I know from 6,000.
6,000 umbrellas.
Yes.
And is it something you have counted yourself, or just later on, or?
I always calculate like
square meters.
Exactly. Yeah, and how many objects in 1 square meter.
So on the one hand, it's indeed a sort of impulsive start, but you have a very well thought out preparation as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah, we have these rules, and I think that's handy to follow them.
Interesting to know as well.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Last question. What is the newest project you are working on as We Make Carpets?
Well, we just are back from Canada in Montreal. The gallery Diagonale. We made another paperclip carpet installation. So you can check it next week on the website, and tomorrow we fly to Beijing for a light festival, and then we will install the LED carpet.
Look forward to that too. Well,
Yes.
Marcia, thank you so much. And you viewers, thank you so much for looking at this live Facebook streaming event from the galleries of the Stedelijk Museum Amsterdam. See you next time.